The second season of Alchemy of Souls is just around the corner and many fans are excited for the big day to arrive. The end of the first season was mind-blowing and what happened left us all in awe. If after season 1 ended you haven't been able to go over some of the details of the series, it's important that you can do so in order for you to understand everything that will happen next in season 2. That's why today I'm going to talk to you. You should know this before you watch season 2 of Alchemy of Souls. But first remember to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be among the first to see our content. One of the things that happened in the final episode was that finally the maid Kim confessed to Park Jin that she had feelings for him. After that, Park Jin didn't know how to react and felt that he had ruined everything because he was very shy about love and didn't realize the hints she was giving him. But then he dared to confess his love to her and they finally established their love relationship. The sad thing is that Master Lee realized that they are together and he feels very sad about it because he had hope for her. Then Moodok made a very difficult decision, and that was to stay in that weak body in order to have a life with Jang Wook. She could change her body because she had the power of the ice stone. However, if she did, it would be very difficult for her to be with Jang Wook, and that is why she decided to love before avenging her father's death. In all this, Moodok had to talk to Yul, since we know that he is in love with her because he knew that in that body dwelled Naksu's soul. Moodok, knowing that Yul had feelings for her, lets her know that he should move on with his life because she is going to continue her life with Jang Wook. So they officially say goodbye and Yul leaves for his hometown. One of the things Jang Wook did to confirm his love was to give Moodok a ring with a jade, but since she realized that he had done that with several women, he did something else. Jang Wook told her that his ring was going to be her hands, because every time they held hands it would symbolize their commitment. Jinmu talks to Go-won and tells him that he knows that Jang Wook is the one with the King Star energy. Jinmu makes a kind of threat and tries to manipulate Go-won by telling him to forgive him for the things he did with the Queen, and he is not going to say that Jang Wook is the one with King Star. Go-won doesn't know how to handle Jinmu, and plays along even though he feels very bad because he knows that he shouldn't be in the position of king, and sometimes he hates himself because he knows that the kingship is not his rightful place because it belongs to Jang Wook. Jinmu comes up with an idea to use sorcery to be able to control Moodok, since he found out that in that body was Naksu's soul. So he used a bell to manage her mind to disturb her to make her do very bad things. Then Moodok started to hear the bells that Jinmu was ringing and went to him and gave her some instructions to kill Jang Wook. Moodok eliminated Choyeon's father and then went to Jang Wook and pierced him with her sword. In all this he couldn't believe it, and when he mentioned her name she realized what she did. Then she realized that she was petrifying, and at the end he grabbed her hand as a symbol of his love. Moodok, realizing what she did to Jang Wook and seeing that she is petrifying, went to the lake and jumped in. Hoyeon realized that So-yi wasn't Buyeon and was desperate to find her. She asked So-yi if she knew about her, and So-yi told her not to push her and left. So-yi went to live on the streets, running away from Jinmu as her life was in danger. Choyeon and Dango got married, but the same day a misfortune happened, which was the death of Utak, since Moodok being bewitched by Jinmu eliminated him, and of course they spent the worst day of their lives. After Jang Wook's death, they burned his body, but after a few minutes he was resurrected and everyone was surprised. Of course, he was resurrected thanks to the ice stone. We should also remember that Hoyeon told her daughter to retrieve Moodok's body because only Naksu's soul resides there. Then Hoyeon's maids took the body out of the lake. In the first teaser they presented, we can see how Jang Wook is a different person. He wears black and has a negative vibe. We also see the image of Naksu where she comes out next to a tree dressed in a soft suit. Which actually this was the image that was the most surprising, because we saw that in season 1 her body was burned. Season 2 is called Light and Shadow, and will have only 10 episodes. This new season will premiere on Saturday, December 10th. This season will start 3 years after what happened in the last episode. According to the previews, posters, photos, and production information, this season will be very shocking. We will see a totally changed Jang Wook, full of resentment, hatred and frustration because he couldn't save Mu-dok. He has the ice stone and that is why he is alive, however it is very painful for him to have it because its power is very strong. Since Mu-dok passed away, Jang Wook keeps eliminating soul shifters and is tormented by everything that happened and regrets being alive, because he thinks he doesn't deserve to be alive if Mu-dok is not with him. Naksu is locked up somewhere in Hoyeon as she is believed to be the one who pulled Mu-dok's body out of the lake. Many think that Hoyeon used her powers and managed to restore Naksu's burned body so that the soul that was in Mu-dok's body could have a body. It is thought that she really believes that the one inhabiting Naksu's body is Buyeon, and that is why she has her hidden so that she can protect her. Naksu lost her memory and apparently she is also becoming petrified, as we saw some footage of her hand. She has a bracelet that apparently is so that she won't be petrified, or so that she won't be overpowered by Jin Moo's spell. Jang Wook made a grave for Mu-dok to remember her, but he didn't know that Naksu's body was alive. He used his jade and realized that it was lighting up, and it is believed that thanks to that he found Naksu, because she still has the other jade, but he will realize that she doesn't remember anything. Apparently in the process he falls in love with Naksu without really knowing who she is, and then realizing it he becomes cheerful and tries to make her regain her memory. Yul will return to the city and meet Naksu and the illusion of being with her will be born again. He is still in pain from the Jin family's bloodworm and looks as if he is sick. Dan-gu is the leader of Sungrim and his wife seems to be still very hurt by everything that happened. Park Jin went to live a quieter life in the countryside and resigned his leadership. Apparently Park Jin and Maid Kim are in a relationship, but they are not living together because she is trying to take care of Jang Wook. Jin Moo is expected to do something very bad against Jang Wook or Naksu. Finally, it is believed that there will be a big fight between Jin Moo and Park Jin or Jang Wook. Now, after this information we are ready to enjoy the second season. If you like this video, please like and share it with your friends.